Right. Well, ambergris.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing what you're leading the way here, Harry.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we rolling?
Oh yeah.
Right. So, I get asked about ambergris chords, so I'm gonna. I made one that's all right.
Oh, good.
You've made.
An ambergris chord.
But
Okay. So
do you want to smell that first, so you can see what we're building up to?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
So an ambergris. So please forgive me for being a moron. An ambergris accord is things that aren't ambergris put together to smell like ambergris.
Correct.
Pretty much.
But we should probably explain what ambergris is.
It's whale vom.
Yeah, I mean.
Probably poo.
Yeah.
But yes.
Whale
But that's a kind of. It's one of those euphemisms that's come up.
Yes.
So
It's come up. It does come up, doesn't it?
Or gone down.
Does it?
It floats also. Sperm whales. They eat squid. And squid inside have what's called a beak, but in fact it's a piece of cartilage which is very sharp. So after the sperm whales have eaten all these squid and hoover them in, they don't want to be left with sharp bits in the digestive tract.
Like, scratches them.
Yes, so what they do is they secrete in their digestive tract. They secretly secrete a sticky substance that surrounds the squid beaks and means that they can pass through the sperm whale safely without scratching them.
Isn't nature just absolutely amazing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it makes it smell good.
Yes.
For some weird reason.
However, when it's first found, it's first either pooed out, or it used to be that whales were killed for it. But that's why it's contentious. Is that the view is that if the market is opened up again, then people will go out killing whales and go, look, well, it was nearly dead. So if you find it floating around, fine. But if you're actually going out killing whales for it, not so fine. But when it first comes out, it's really stinky. But some of it could have been,
isn't it? Yeah.
It could have been floating around for thousands of years before it washes up on a beach somewhere.
Wow.
So the stuff I got was
it's average. It's like a few decades, right? I don't know if anyone's tested that.
I don't know. Did they carbon date it?
So
Question.
What I'm smelling here is your
Recreation.
of ambergris. Do we have any actual ambergris?
We do,
Yeah,
but
it's in our
quite.
film.
It's quite
Because
mild.
well, this is what I'm
Generated
saying, because
tincture.
my experience of smelling ambergris is that it's sort of not really there.
Yeah, ambergris tinctures are actually tinctures of it, because that's what I got. Mine was washed up in the Bahamas after a hurricane. During a hurricane. So bought it from the fisherman. And so I've got some that's been tincturing for the last 5 years. And so I ground it all up, stuck it in
Right, yeah.
ethanol. So that is a tincture that I use. But I just use it in historic recreations. But recreations. The funny thing is that ambergris creations.
Mm.
Recreations. It seems to make the fragrances last longer and extend further, even when I just put a little bit in. But it's difficult to say. It might be when I'm doing historical recreations, the fragrances just were like that anyway. But I was told to try it first of all when we were absolutely checking out from the guy who brought it here. Was it really ambergris? So we did all that stuff, and that's
it passed.
Good. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he said it's got the distinctive aroma, and we're both of us going, well, actually neither of us know what the distinctive aroma is when you stick the pin in it. It melts. It doesn't do anything, but you wouldn't expect stone if you stuck a hot pin in it to melt. So there we were in the members' bar at the Royal Festival Hall, which was quite sticky. We didn't have a pin, so we stuck, unfolded a paperclip and stuck that in.
And you got a lighter on it, did you?
He had a lighter, I had a paperclip.
So it looked like a little sort of meth lamp
it was
happening in the corner of it.
very strange, you know. But once the tincture was made, after 6 months we tried it, and you could smell that your skin was just so much nice. You put it on your skin, sort of like, oh, I like me. This is, I am so much more nice to sniff. And that's what it did. This.
You see, what I'm getting from this is aquatic civet.
Yes, that's good. That's nice. If you never, if you've never seen an ambergris before at the zoo, then that's what you'd be correct thinking.
Yeah.
It's an underwater civet cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually I quite like it.
Yeah.
I don't like actual civet.
So talking about the aquatic part, let's smell the next part. Sorry, the first part.
Won't be a minute.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh.
Well, some people hate
Okay,
this.
yeah. Mushrooms.
Of the sea.
Oh, is it seaweed absolute?
This is a very expensive one.
Oh well, that's why I wouldn't recognise it.
No, as in, I only have a sample of this.
Okay.
It's very nice.
That's really. Oh, isn't it? Yes. As soon as you said of the sea, it's like.
It's mushrooms of the sea.
It smells like cooked mushrooms.
It does.
It's like nori seaweed, isn't it?
Yes, that is nice. That is. I really like
Salty
that.
umami in smell.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
This smells suddenly nicer if I'm going. Yeah.
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 I quite
Big
like the
fan.
one I have. I say squeaking.
No, I like it as well. I find it quite. I can't work out what.
That is just.
It doesn't dissolve as very
No,
much.
it's not.
No.
It's not quite as no. But what I do is I just macerate it for so long or mature the fragrance for
tinctures it,
so
yeah.
long. Yeah, basically.
Big
Yeah.
fan. Big fan of that seaweed.
A nicer part.
Those mushrooms of the sea.
We've got any ambroxan
Thank
up
you.
here as well. One of
Up
those-
here, yes. I shall get it for you immediately.
Oh, goodness me, what's that?
So this is another part of ambergris. It's called dihydroiodine gamma. So dihydroiodine beta is the more common one in perfumery. The beta isomer is used a lot for violets.
It is quite a carroty one.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is more. I find this more animalic and metallic, like ambergris. If you put this with ambroxan, you start to get ambergris. Or ambronol. Ambronol and ambroxan. Do we have?
We've got on that shelf. It's not at the top because the synthetics start after the naturals. So there'll be an A for Ambrox Super. I
yeah.
guess it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's one next. Of which there is a global crisis. Just in case you weren't aware, you probably.
What
are aware.
Ambrox? Oh. Bollocks,
No one
bollocks.
has any,
I'm just down
so
to like my last
I know.
kilo.
I'm
Okay.
just went down 2 grams or something.
Oh bloody hell!
And apparently, like, even the distributors can't get any.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just.
Oh, it's unallocated.
sold
I had
it.
well
Undergrounds are mine.
I know. Well, that's probably why. Should have.
Yes. I won't anymore.
So I've moved on to the Amber more DL, which is the different isomer ratio, but it's nice, more creamy. Anyway, this is Ambrox Super, which is close enough to the isomer in ambergris. I forget the exact isomer in ambergris. It's like there's various similar.
So is it the
ambrexes.
Clary Sage crisis then?
No, ironically, it's because Ambrox Super is made from sugarcane.
Right.
And the
Okay.
company that make, the people we sat next to in WPC that do the biosynthesis,
But yes.
they have no problem making as much as they can make as much of the precursor as required
But
by.
they can't get the thing.
But the Onward company that do the processing don't have enough capacity to process it all into Ambrox Super. So the starting material is fine.
right.
It's from sugarcane into
Right.
certain things using yeast.
Yep.
Now, the Clary Sage one, because of that, there's not. I guess it's putting pressure on the Clary Sage
Yeah.
people. That's my guess. Oh no, hang on a second.
I thought-
The Clary Sage gets turned into the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Ambrox Super then gets similar thing they made into Ambrox Super.
So there's probably enough of that. but
So you
there's
can either
enough
make it from Clary
processing.
Sage or from sugarcane, but then
Yeah.
the final process turn into Ambrox or Ambermore or Ambroxan. That hasn't been
Okay.
not enough capacity for that. So Ambrox Super. Dihydroiodine gamma, bit of seaweed, obviously more things. You want something animalic, something like
I would put the cashmere on in.
Yeah, that's good shout. What have I put? What have I brought with me? Not enough. I've got some Paracresol ester, which is a little bit civety, which we'll see. It smells like Marwell Zoo.
Smell like who?
Marwell Zoo. You've not been to Marwell Zoo?
No.
Well, is that your local zoo from
That's
when
the
you were a
south,
kid?
yeah.
So, Flamingo Park, that's what mine was.
Did it have anything
It's now
other than
called
flamingos?
Flamingo Land. Yes. Had all the animals. All of them. Then there was Stanley Zoo, but that was a terrible place.
Knowsley Safari Park.
What was this one?
So let's see what you think it smells like.
It's like...
Ooh! This is weird. And
Oh,
quite
yeah.
strangely Moorish, but in a headache-inducing
God.
way.
Don't eat this.
It's got like a slight plasticine element.
It's going quite caramel on me now.
What?
It started off really dog. And now,
Now it's
gone
caramelised dog.
caramel. Caramelised dog.
That's a Halloween treat if I've ever had one.
To me, it's...
Are you reading off the script?
Hmm?
You're reading off the script?
What script?
Oh, you're looking at your phone as you said that?
No, I had my eyes
He's
closed.
looking
Oh, like to me this is really...
I had my eyes closed. It's really
isn't a script for this.
No,
Harry.
good, I was
This
just
is a
hoping.
script. No.
grouting.
Tile
Like
grouting.
grouting.
An adjective or a noun? Oh.
Lies in a noun. Grouting. It's very nice, but very odd.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, you know Paracresol and Jasmine?
No.
So the thing in Lilang that you like,
Yeah.
the kind of barnyardy note,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
in Lilang, whatever
Yeah.
it. Okay.
He's saying
Yeah.
something.
This is
I
one
like.
of those.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's Paracresol acetate, isobutyrate, valorate. You get any.
Yeah.
You can make any ester of Paracresol really. This is Paracresol pivolate, which is a bit
Okay.
more strange. But you don't have to use a pivolate. You can use the acetate's alright as well. It's quite horsey. But you can something Paracresol-y. It works very well. Ambergris.
This smells less horsey and more guinea piggy.
Mhm.
I must be smelling something different from you. Because I'm not getting animals from that. I'm getting plasticine. I'm getting wax crayons.
If I say sheep dip, not sherbet dip, sheep dip.
I'm not getting sheep dip.
Now,
It's
I
lovely, this. I
honestly
think this
say
is lovely.
I've never smelt a sheep dip.
You're
No.
not driven past a farm.
Probably have driven past the farm.
Okay.
But I
I need to replace the battery.
Oh. Well, we can leave it there. Ambergris.
Arthur's battery needs replacing.
Mm.
I like that stuff.
Mm.
Good.